Call halal Yahweh, Bahashim Mashiach Yahweh Shah, Rachtah, Akil, Wa, Akhwatil, Shemai, Ba, Ha, class. So that's pretty much saying all praises to the Most High. The name of His Son, Yahweh Shah. Bless you, brothers and sisters, watching and in class. Soldier Hood, another Thursday throwdown. And as you know, shit is over Salakia. As you know, no matter how much Esau tries to build up, you will get thrown down. Right? So we're going to go into, you a prideful sinner who don't fear the Most High. So we're going with this week. You a prideful sinner who does not fear the Most High. Right? I know a lot of the headlines that y'all been watching, things of that nature. Hey, bring my jacket. It's in the bag. Salakia. Put the jacket on. Give me Israel. Have to make sure things are done, man. It's been a crazy week. I pray that everybody's been doing what the Most High has been asking of them. Right? I pray that guys have been keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, right? Guiding your household righteously, right? As the Most High would expect of you, right? Because when you got that much time, man, the Most High can send His Son at any time. It's like it, right? But this week, I saw something in the news that vexed my spirit, right? Not sure if y'all are familiar with the R&B singer, well, not R&B singer, the rapper, The Brat, right? Her, I wouldn't call her a wife because that's disrespectful to marriage, right? As a married man, I wouldn't disrespect that union, right? Her, well, the woman that she claims that she's married to, let's just say it like that, right? They're trying to make another child. The first child, out of there. Most High went ahead and got him out of there early, got the child out. They didn't even make it, right? All praises. Because again, man with man, abomination. Woman with woman, abomination, right? These are the things we have to look at. These are the things we have to understand, right? What ended up happening was now the brat is in a situation where she's the one that's going to be carrying the baby, right? They're showing all these pictures of with the big belly stuff, right? And that's an abomination to the Most High, right? But what just came out was the child that they're going to be bringing into this earth, and I pray the Most High smites it that it don't make it here, right? I don't care how you feel about that. It's going to be an Edomite. So out of all the actual donors, right? So they went sperm donors, right? Which isn't the way you're supposed to do it. They ended up running into one brother, and they said, "Oh, he looks like Jiminy Cricket," right? The disrespect that these sisters brought out with doing that, right? That to me don't make any sense. So they're proud to have Caucasian seed in their stomach, bringing forth a child, right? And again, I pray the Most High doesn't let that child have 3 sips of air on the outside, right? Because that's an abomination. Because they're prideful sinners, right? They don't fear the Most High. And to me, I hate what the Most High hates. He hates that abomination, right? He hates man with man, woman with woman. But when you're going to boastfully disrespect your own people to big up a heathen nation that cares nothing about you, Nothing about your existence whatsoever. That strikes an actual nerve with me, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start out Isaiah 26 and 10. Right? That's where we're gonna go first. The book of Isaiah, the 26th chapter, the 10th verse, and it reads, "Let favor be shewed to the wicked," right? And as we know who the wicked is, that's Psalms 17 and 13. There's another one with the border wicked, right? But I picked Psalms 17 and 13. Let's go there real quick. Holy precept. Right? See who the wicked is. And it says, Psalm 17 chapter, 13th verse, and it reads, "Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword." And we know that the Most High gave Esau his blessing through the fatness of the earth and being the sword, right? It's a simple precept right there, right? But again, it says, let's go back to Isaiah 26 and 10. "Let favor be shewed to the wicked, yet he will not learn righteousness." What is righteousness, right? Deuteronomy 6:25, right? "In the land of unrighteousness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord," right? Because again, the wicked, they don't care. They get on TV, they boast and brag. And the way the media works, it's going to project all of this to our people, right? So where somewhere a little sister's going to be like, I want to have a baby with my friend because she doesn't understand what that's about, right? But they advertise it so much, right? They're so proud. Oh, they got married and this, that. That's foolishness. That's folly, man. That's not certified with the Most High. And that's what you have to answer with at the end of the day. So all this, we got you in our prayers. None of them are going to get hurt. They hear not the prayers of a sinner, right? Especially for some foolishness like that, right? Let's go to Jeremiah 2 and 19. Shalom, shalom, Akim Donovan. See here, Jeremiah 2 and 19. The second chapter, the 19th verse of Jeremiah, and it reads, "Thy own wickedness shall correct thee." So when the first baby died, right, when the Most High just went ahead and took it up out of there, right? Because it went the hood. Baby didn't make it, right? You figured it would be like, you know what? Let's adopt. No. Their pride said, let's try it again, right? Let's try it again. Shalom, Shariyah, right? And it says, "Thy own wickedness shall correct thee, and thy backslidings shall reprove thee. Know therefore and see that it is an evil thing," right? Bitter. It's an evil thing. You're trying to have a child with another woman, and then y'all doing some test tube baby stuff, right? Y'all trying to have a mixed baby. No such thing. Scriptures already said you are what your father's seed is. So you're about to bring another Caucasian colonizer into this world, right? And I met the brat before, back when I was in the world doing music. She didn't seem like she would be that type of person, but guess what? Won't stop putting any kind of spirit on you when you're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Want to dress like a boy, want to act like a boy, you think you're a boy? Well, guess what? Now you got to play woman, right? Now you got to hope that when that baby's trying to come forth, it don't kill you and the baby. And that could be judgment. And what's a woman going to do? Give it 6 months, give it a year, now she going to be around here with a dude. Trying to get pregnant again. Trying to be somebody's real wife. But see, they don't look at it because they have all that pride on it. The Most High say he hates pride, but that's the thing they like to represent. That shows you the folly right there. That shows you the reprobate mind. I'm gonna call our movement, the alphabet people, right? We call my movement pride, the pride movement. The Most High say he hates pride, but yet y'all got sodomite priests, pastors, doing all that foolishness, right? There's a lot of pride going on. Juanita Bynum out here talking about the Lord told her, right, that there's going to be $1,000 offerings given by 23 people, right? And she used all this rhetoric. Y'all go look the video up. She used all this rhetoric. This is why the Most High said a woman's not allowed to teach or be over a congregation, because you got this foolishness, right? She trying to make a reply video and say, "Oh, I never charged anybody to pray for them," but she had a $1,500 prayer course, right? So when she got to 150 people, that's it. She couldn't take no more. So you got 150 people paying you $1,500. You do the math, right? But yet these women are not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. So if you are a righteous woman, right, and you are keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you're trying to be like Deborah, right, or you're trying to be like Esther, right, or you're trying to be the Psalms 31, the Proverbs 31 woman, right? Keep at it. Don't give up, right? When they tell you that you're being a pick-me because you want to be submissive to your husband, don't listen to that foolishness, right? Because at the end of the day, they're going to wish that they had done what the Most High said do, right? So we went to Jeremiah 2:19, right? And I'm going to read that again. Thy own wickedness shall correct thee, and thy backsliding shall reprove thee. Know, therefore, and see that is an evil thing, bitter, that thou hast forsaken the Lord God, and that my fear is not in thee, saith the Lord God of hosts, because they do not fear the Most High. You want to go out here to these Chinese people, put all this fake hair in your head? I see how they make it. They shave heads, and then they do a little treatment, they brushing it out, and then they sell it to you for all of this money. Then they make all this money while you're out here poor. Because you want to have blue hair, purple hair, red hair, all these hairs, all these colored hairs that the Most High didn't give you to begin with. Right? Foolishness, folly. Now the children want it. I'm going to do it for my little girl. She look cute. Foolish folly. Right? Because you are a prideful sinner. And you do not fear the Most High. And judgment will be upon you. Destruction will be on your shoulder. And ain't going to be nothing you can do about it. You're going to cry out, and it's going to fall on deaf ears. The Most High is going to laugh at your calamity. Right? Jeremiah 7:24. Let's get that precept. Jeremiah 2:19. Right? And it reads, right? Jeremiah 7:24 verse. But they hearken not, nor incline their ear. They don't want to listen, but walk in the counsels and in the imagination of their own evil heart. Oh, yeah, we can go ahead and put another baby in you. We can get a Caucasian male. It's going to be tall and handsome. And that baby will come out looking a hot mess, man. Head too big. You have to get a C-section, Brett. You have to cut you open, right? That baby will come out like Johnny Neutron. Right? Probably looking syndromic because you probably didn't do enough research in regards to it. Because guess what? Your wife, and I say that loosely, the woman that you with say that she has some kind of issue. She has four traits that if they match up with another trait, well, who knows? All those traits that she so-called has, it's the sin that she's carrying on her and the judgment that the Most High is putting on her. She don't need to bring forth a child in her wickedness, right? Shalom, servant of the Most High, as well as Shalom, Sidney Thirsty, right? These are the things that we have to look at, right? They hearken not, nor incline their ear, right? But walk in the counsel and in the imagination of their evil heart. We can do it. We can get a test tube, baby. It'll work. Wrong. We gonna see, right? The last one didn't make it to the finish line. I hope this one don't either, right? And went backwards, not forward. Backwards. You're gonna put a Edomite in you, man. A Caucasian in you. Somebody that probably beat the brakes off your ancestors, right? You're going to want to bring that forth versus another Israelite baby. You could have got a Latino. Could have got a Native American. Could have got a so-called Negro. But you chose to get a Caucasian, and you're proud of that. Don't worry. The Most High is going to be waiting. He's going to be waiting at the finish line for that, right? Let you carry it every day, every month up until the last moment. Then here comes the complication. Y'all keep him in your prayers, y'all. Not me. Not me, right? Let's go to Isaiah 30:1. Because what they're doing is they're adding sin to sin, right? They got the combination sin going on, right? Like a mixed drink. They're trying to make an incredible hope, right? A little Hennessy, a little hypnotic. Oh, we got incredible hope. Add a little ice and a garnish. No, what you're doing is you're creating sin on sin, bringing that heathen child forth, right? And you're so proud about it, right? Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children. We know rebellion is witchcraft. You think trying to go against what the Most High asked you to do in the first place, you are trying to do witchcraft. You're trying to go out of the natural order. Precept for that, 1 Samuel 15:23. Right? Come out of that witchcraft. If you're watching this right now, and this is the kind of lifestyle you lead, you think you and your girlfriend or you your boyfriend and boyfriend, y'all gonna go ahead and do some kind of foolishness, and the Most High gonna let it slide, forget about it. You're going to have a syndromic child that you're not going to want. You're going to want to throw that baby in the river with a brick tied to his foot. Because you ain't going to want to deal with that every day and just looking at you. It's going to remind you of your failure, of your big oops, right? Because you didn't do it the way the Most High told you to do it, right? Also, keep going, right? Saith the Lord. Take counsel. Again, it's telling us to take wise counsel. When you sit out here, you talk to your little Hollywood friends, all your little friends is not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you're taking unwise counsel. You could be in the same boat doing something real stupid. The Most High might just sit there and let you go all the way, just at the end of the day, go ahead and rub it out. That's it. Now you're there crying and you're sad, right? Seen a video with a sister crying saying that if you're going to be around her having sex, you should tell somebody if you have a disease, because now she's caught something from somebody, but she's never went to the doctor to check herself, but now she's going to check herself, but she doesn't feel that it's fair. Guess what? That's your fault, because you want to be a whore, right? And it's unfortunate. There's a lot of men out here that's in that same boat. They mad at women because guess what? They caught something from a woman, one night stand. Now, guess what? It's going to stand forever. Right? It ain't like he sweat. But guess what? The Most High is going to make it last forever and ever. That cream ain't going to work. All those pills ain't going to work. You still got it. You still got it. So life being normal as you knew it, that's out the window because of what you wanted. Right? So again, take wise counsel, right? But what the scripture says is, woe unto the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, right? And cover with the covering, but not of my spirit. What a spirit, John 6:63, right? That they may add sin to sin, right? And I got the precept for that, right? That's a Sirach 5:4-5. Got it already queued up, right? And what does it say? Right? It says, say not, right? Sirach, 5th chapter, 4th verse. Say not, I have sinned, and what harm have happened unto me? That's what the brat's saying right now. Look, my stomach getting big every day. This baby gonna grow. The last one didn't grow, but maybe it had to grow on me. Wrong. You gonna find out. You gonna find out the hard way, right? For the Lord is long suffering, right? He will in no wise let thee go. He's not going to let that baby go. He's not going to let it go. It's not going to come out. It's not going to work right, right? Verse number 5, concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin to sin. Let's not add the sin to sin. Let's stop with the foolishness, right? I'm not going to sit here and allow this to come out and me not to say anything about it. That really upset me. I said, you serious? You sit here, big eyes, oh, look how big my stomach is. Guess what? It ain't nothing in there. Imaginary baby, because it ain't going to make it. Don't even worry about giving it a name, because it ain't going to make it, right? Think it's going to come out with hazel eyes, it look cute, you're going to put in a little modeling thing. Wrong, right? Most High going to show you. Better he can tell you. If you're out here committing sin and you think you're finna win, it's not going. You want to be prideful. You're not afraid of the Most High. He going to show you, right? He's going to show you that he ain't one to play with, right? Let's see here. But you got to ask yourself, what is sin, right? Because if we added sin to sin, what is sin, right? Transgression of the law. That's 1 John 3 and 4. Let's get that. Unless you got secret sin, Psalms 90 and 8. Unless you got some secret sin, secret lovers, you know what I'm saying? Where sure if her grandma was alive, she would be embarrassed. Baby, why you want to do that with put one of those white men in, y'all these good black men out here? That ain't no one. Y'all can't have no baby. That's foolishness. Now you don't want to talk to your grandma no more because she ain't kept it 100 with you. Right? So let's get that precept for sin real quick. 1 John 3 and 4. The sin is the transgression of the law. And they added sin, oh sin like Legos. With the St. John, this 1 John. The book of 1 John, the 3rd chapter, the 4th verse. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth the law, right? For sin is the transgression of the law. Very plain and simple, right? But guess what? You want to add sin to sin, right? As the scripture says. Because we'll go right here to verse 6, right? Ecclesiastes or Sirach 5 and 6. And say not, his mercy is great. You gonna let me have this little Caucasian baby. Oh, okay. He will be pacified for the multitude of my sin. So you think the Most High just gonna shut up? He just gonna, I ain't doing nothing. Okay, we gonna see, right? For the multitude of my sins, for mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation resteth upon sinners, right? So if you want to sit there and think you're not a sinner, right? If Brett ever see this video, right? Trust me, we met at the Cool concert back in the day, right? Got on stage freestyle for you. He had to do a little smoke break and stuff like that. But if you ever see my face, I want you to think about King David when he laid with Bathsheba, right? And they thought that baby, and they went ahead, killed off Uriah, right? Thought everything was cool. So the Most High told David, bro, you can forget about that baby, bro. It's not happening. It's not happening. That baby's not coming, right? That's a bunch of foolishness. If you are out here, right, trying to, person was keep a Negro baby, right? You know, he going to the NBA girl, he going to the NFL. Go to have a baby mom, right? Try to be a millionaire, right? Guess what? Now they just say, hey, that don't work no more. Because a lot of these dudes getting smart. Their moms or dads are writing them up out of the situation to where they can't get their little money, right? So now what they do is I'm going to go get me a Tyler, right? I'm going to go get me a Ryan, right? And I'm going to get him, and I know he's a trust fund baby, and I'm going to get him to get me pregnant. And now that trust fund money that he going to get, right? I'm going to have to get some of that too as his baby mother. Well, I'll tell you, man, the wickedness of a woman, right? But the wickedness of a man, but there's no wickedness like the wickedness of a woman. Men are wicked. Trust me. They'll put Plan B in your ginger ale, right? Because you say you want to keep the baby. I'm not going to kill it. We're going to have a family. Oh, no, I can't do that. So now they got something called a Plan B. They put Plan B and your Subway sandwich and your food, yeah, you might be asleep. It might just drop it down your throat, pour some water down your throat, and push your stomach one time. You cook. That's it. Now you done swallowed the Plan B. Trust me, right? Drake said he was putting hot sauce in condoms. Because the girls is in there trying to do all types of foolishness. They have a baby by him. All of this is folly, man. All of that is foolishness, right? Let's go to Romans 3 and 8. It's sad, bro. I mean, it's really sad, right? Romans 3 and 8, and it reads, and not rather, as we be slanderously reported, and as some affirm that we say, let us do evil, right? Let's just do it. That good may come. So I'm going to go ahead. So the brat's like, I know the baby didn't make it in you, right? We tried it. We spent thousands of dollars to try add sin to sin. It didn't work. Let's try it. So the girl that talked the brat into doing it, right? Brat's supposed to be the man in the relationship. Well, I guess not. Not because she got the baby, right? So I guess she realized, well, I guess I'm going to have this baby, right? But what does the scripture say, right? What does the scripture say? It said, let us do evil that good may come, whose damnation is just, right? Guess what? That baby, when it gets up out of there, you have to spit out a blue baby. That'll be just in the eyes of the Lord. Because that child, you don't even know who that Edomite was. But yet you want to take his seed and put it into the seed of our people, man. And then you want to promote it like that is the thing to do. That's where the problem starts, right? Because hell, they could be not even Israel, right? But the whole point is them promoting it to our people like that's the thing to do. It's not cool to have a test tube baby because you have test tube problems. We get a test tube baby, right? Just remember that. Let's go to Romans 6 and 13 real quick. Right? The book of Romans, 6th chapter, 13th verse. Neither yield ye your members as instruments of unrighteousness into sin. Oh, I'm going to have a test tube baby in my stomach. Don't worry about your stomach, right? But yield yourself unto God as those that are alive from the dead, and your members as instruments of righteousness unto Yah. Right? You out here trying to promote, put the Caucasian in, but you want to say our people look like Jiminy the Cricket. Are you serious? What you think that baby gonna come out looking like? Gonna come out looking like you're gonna want to throw a brick around his foot, throw it in the water. When it come out, you're gonna be mad. That Jiminy Cricket, the vain words, most I'm gonna have you pay for that, right? You're gonna have you pay for that, right? Romans 7 and 5, right? And it reads, for when we were in the flesh, right? We know the flesh is weak. The motions of sin, which were by the law, did work in our members to bring forth the fruit of death. Transgressions of the law, right? What's the wages of sin? Death. That's the fruit of sin, death. Because what we were doing was worthy of death. We was in the world before the Most High woke me up. What I've done, worthy of death. But I've repented of my sins, right? And I still repent every day when I remember, oh man, I remember I did. Lord, yeah, I repent of that. I ain't gonna never do that again. Because you got to get it all off with filthy rags, what you think filthy is, right? Go out here and get some mud, right? And take the mud and get a little washcloth and try and wipe it all off your tires. And we stuck there. You'll be trying to get that joke off over and over and over, right? Let's see what our body should be utilized for, right? Romans 12 and 1, right? I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yah, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yah, which is your reasonable service, right? The precept for that is 1 Maccabees 13:5. But our bodies should be a willing sacrifice, right? Verse 2, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, right? Just like Capt brought out last night, you have to renew your mind to be better, right? Hopefully, a lot of people watching these scenarios, a lot of you that may come across this video that say, I'm going to be a female pastor or up under a female pastor, like Juanita Bynum. Once she get that $23,000, she not paying no taxes on that. Talking about if you don't bring it up, if you want a job promotion or a new job or a new place, if you don't bring the money up, it ain't going to happen. Man, that's foolishness, man. That's straight calamity. Right? And the Most High is going to punish you for that if you don't repent, Sister Bynum. You're not a pastor. You're a false prophetess, right? You are out here misleading and not feeding the actual sheep. This is the reason why the scriptures say, put a man over the congregation. Now, is there some people out there that are men that are stealing from the church? You're right. Yeah, they definitely are, right? But the scriptures say what they say, like Captain Jerubbaal say. You can't get around that. So what, you're going to change it to make it fit what you want? That $23,000, Most High may take $23 million from you for that, right? Let's go over to Psalms 36:4, right? I tell you, if you're out here walking in sin, willful sin, right? You already know what Hebrews 10:26 say. I don't even have to get that for you, right? Psalms 36:4, right? And it reads, for truly my words shall not be false. He that is perfect in knowledge is with thee, right? The Most High is just in all his ways, right? His words are not going to be false. So you can't sit here and say the Most High told you and put on your spirit that that people are going to bring you 23 people will bring you $1,000 a piece. And if they don't do it, a whole bunch of bad things going to happen to them. Most High didn't tell you that. And then you got the nerve to say he's not a spirit that he should lie. Well, yeah, he's not. But you got a lying spirit on you, Miss Juanita Bynum. You definitely do. Right? Get a precept for that. Oh, Salaki, I read John Jones 36:4. Salaki. I knew this. I don't know what it was. I highlighted. Salaki, right? Job 36:4. Yeah. And it reads, he deviseth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil, right? Again, these are the things that happen willfully when you are a sin, right? Deviseth mischief upon their bed, baby. Let's have this baby, right? Knowing good and well, two women ain't supposed to lay together. The first child didn't make it in the first woman. Now you done taught her into putting her womb up for ransom with the Caucasian in them, right? Deviseth mischief upon their bed. They set up themselves in a way that is not good. They abhorreth not evil, because that's evil. To put a Caucasian baby off of you, right? Let's get Psalms 52:3. Psalms 52:3, it reads, thou lovest evil more than good, and in lying rather than to speak righteousness. Salah, right? So again, they love evil more than doing good versus getting a husband, right? But both of those sisters, no. They decide we're going to get a test tube Caucasian baby and try and get it that way. First one didn't make it. I don't know if it was Caucasian, but it didn't make it. But this one, they're like, oh, he's handsome, he's tall, but we don't want a black donor because he looked like Jimmy the Cricket. Wow. Okay, no problem. When that baby come out, one eye over here, one eye over there. Give him a big old hug. Tell him, Bobby, love you. That's what you're going to have to deal with, right? That's what you're going to have to deal with. Let's get Proverbs 2 and 4, right? Proverbs 2 and 4. Well, 14, so like 2 and 14, right? And it reads, right? This chapter talks on the benefits of wisdom, right? But let's see what is read out here in verse 14, right? And I'm going to start at 13. Who leave the path of rightness to walk in the ways of darkness, who rejoice to do evil and delight in the frowardness of the wicked, right? And again, frowardness is perverse or fraud, right? You got a big old stomach like you got a husband, right? But that's attached to seed dropped in you by a wicked doctor that doesn't mind trying to go through the loophole or go around what the Most High has already ordained. So we're going to see what happens at the end of the day for your unrighteousness and your wickedness, right? I can't stress it enough, right? If you're not doing what the Most High say do, he's going to kill you. And guess what? You may not be worried about the first death, right? But just like Capt brought out in class, you got to worry about that second death, right? When your soul will burn for an eternity a long time. It ain't just a perfume. It's a long time, right? Who rejoice? Verse 14 says, who rejoice to do evil and delight in the frowardness of the wicked, right? Whose ways are crooked, that they froward in their path. So they're gonna just keep creating fraud in their path over and over. You can have a test tube, baby. It's gonna come out fine. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's gonna be syndromic. And you're gonna be mad about that. You're gonna have to deal with that, right? Let's get the precept of that. Proverbs 2 and 14. I have Proverbs 10 and 23. We're almost finished. It is as sport to a fool to do mischief, but a man of understanding has wisdom, right? There's no wisdom between those two women, right? There's no wisdom with Juanita Bynum, right? Because guess what? It was a sport for her to do mischief and say the Most High told her for 20 some people to bring her $1,000 a piece. Or they weren't going to get a new job promotion. Or they wasn't going to be able to keep their place. Or this, that. She put all types of verbal curses on them to scare them into doing that. Right? The Most High don't care about that $1,000. He don't operate in money. He operates in who's going to keep my commandments? Who's going to be obedient? That's what he operates in, right? But again, this is why a man is put over the congregation because of foolishness like this. Because she want to go get her another bag, another purse, some more weave, right? $23,000, that's nothing. But you proud of that. And then you want to get out here and make a little statement to try and clean it up. How they never do this? No, because the Most High started exposing you. He lifted up that filthy skirt. And guess what? Now your deeds are being shown to the public, and how people start to realize you're not who you say you is. Well, I just want to, my goal is to get out here and be able to go to the churches and preach for free. You're supposed to do that anyway. Christ wasn't saying, okay, I gave y'all the 5 loaves of bread and the 2 fish. What's up? Let me have it. Let me get the shekels. Get the shekels, go around. Y'all have it on a plate. He didn't do that because that wasn't important to him. That's not the mission of the Most High. That's not the will of the Most High, right? Again, Revelation 22 and 11. I'm going to finish up. No, you good? With the water. Romans 22 and 11. And it reads, he that is unjust, let him be unjust. Y'all want to have that baby? Go right ahead, right? Because it's already there. Still, and he which is filthy, let him be filthy. Still, and he that is righteous, let him be righteous. Still, and he that is holy, let him be be holy still. And you know what the next verse says? All red letters. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according to his works shall be. So he's letting you know he coming quick like a thief in the night. And guess what? You don't want to be on that side that's not going to be pleasing to the Lord, right? Because he's going to walk that wine press alone, right? Big sword, big angels coming with him, chariots coming through, sway. Ain't going to be nothing that the military can do about it. The government ain't going to be nothing that y'all can do to stop when Yahweh Shah comes back. You cannot stop God. If he wants to right now, he will stop you from breathing. He will stop you from seeing, hearing, tasting, whatever. Make you go dumb, make you fall right out while you're listening to this, right? Daniel 12 and 10, get the precept to that Revelations, right? Daniel 12 and 10. Got two more precepts. Book of Daniel, right? 12 and 10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, right? But the wicked shall do wickedly. And we see them doing wickedly. Cut on your TV. You see it, right? The wicked shall do wickedly, right? Like they told Dylan Brooks, get out there, man. Talk that trash. Do this. Be the bad guy. Don't worry, we're going to reward you. And what did the Grizzlies come out and say? Yeah, you're not coming back indefinitely. So they got you to play this role to bring attention to y'all, right? You played the role for 6 years, right? And now they talk about you like your dog. People, when y'all going to wake up? Esau Kingdom is going to fall. No matter how much you try to raise it, the Most High is going to throw it down. Raise it, y'all. Raise it, right? And it reads, many shall be purified. I pray that I am. And many made white and tried, right? And that means you have a white, clean garment. No, you're not going to be made into a Caucasian, so cut it out, right? But the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand. But the wise shall understand, because beginning of wisdom is to fear the Lord, right? That's the whole problem. They have to have that understanding, right? They have to have that understanding. We get my last two precepts here. Romans 2 and 8. Let's see here, Romans 2 and 8. Like I said, I pray that y'all have a blessed week. We getting ready to head out to Memphis this weekend to link up with Officer Yahoo and the Memphis Battle Axes, right? Romans 2 and 8, and it reads, but unto them that are contentious, right? Like to keep up foolishness, like to argue all the time, like to fuss to make something out of nothing, and do not obey the truth, right? We know what the truth is, right? But obey unrighteousness, indignation, and wrath, tribulation, and anguish upon every soul of man that doeth evil, of the Jew first, and of the Gentile, right? The Jew first, right? Southern kingdom, Gentiles, northern kingdom. You're not getting grafted in, Esau. We just tore y'all up this weekend, man. Big slaughter fest, man. Big slaughter fest. Captain Yard had blood all on his apron. Cutting up that Trinity doctrine, man, into thin, deli slices. To the point they couldn't do nothing with it. They had to just sit there and keep repeating things over and over. But y'all can go to the videos to see that. You get my last precept, 2 Thessalonians, right? 2 Thessalonians 2 and 12. Jerubbaal walked him like a dog. Benaniyah set it off. The Captain Maccabees just went ahead and utilized what his name means, hammer, and hammered it home, got him up out of there. Go to 2 Thessalonians 2 and 12. And it reads, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, right? but have pleasure in unrighteousness. Right? And what is the truth? Psalms 119 and 142. Right? Let's get that. Psalms 119 and 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. Right? So when they sit there and try to play that game with you, you already, again, it says, they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. We just read it. Right? Here at the Battle Axes, right? We always tell you, keep the law, statutes, and commandments, right? We have to do that. Because if you don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments, those curses will fall upon you, right? We'd like to thank everybody that's donating to the Cash App, the GoFundMe. Those funds are being used righteously, right? To glorify the Most High and to actually ensure that this work is being done and that this truth is being spread as far as we can spread it to the four corners of this earth, right? So let's go ahead and get an actual law for this week, right? All right, and this goes out to you, Juanita, right? Leviticus 19 and 11. Ye shall not steal, neither deal falsely, neither lie one to another. And I'm going to read 12 just to knock it home. And ye shall not swear by my name falsely, neither shalt thou profane the name of the God of thy God. I am the Lord, right? Thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor, neither rob him. The wages of him that is hired shall not abide with thee all night until the morning. So when you're telling people, if they don't give you this money, Juanita, they're not going to get a promotion, you can't speak for the Most High. If he going to give you that promotion, it don't matter if they give you that money or not. Don't tell them, oh, the Most High working in your mind right now. He going to make you bring your credit card. He going to make you write that check. Really? You're dealing falsely with your congregation. And I pray that the Most High brings a swift judgment upon you to expose you and your wickedness that you have done to his people, right? And I pray those people come back to the law, statutes, and commandments and find them an Israelite congregation to dwell with to keep these laws correctly. And with that, I want to say Shalom. And this is Soldier, Ehud, Bad Yasharallah, Barakatah Yasharallah. Love. Call halal Yahweh Bahashima Bashat Yahweh Shah. Water Yahweh. Pray it was all edified.